So good morning students, welcome to another section and we will discuss 13th April current affair quiz from Insights. Let's start the class. So moving on to the first question. With reference to the Satyasodak Samaj, consider the following statements. This is purely knowledge-based question. So they are asking which of them are correct and the options given are tough here as we look. It is only one, only two, all the three and none. So let's analyze the statements. It was established with primary objective of advocating for a social order free from Brahminical dominance. This can be true because these kind of organizations were famous for fighting against Brahminical dominance. It can be right, Satyasodak Samaj. The society's membership was restricted to the Shudra and Dalit communities to ensure focused upliftment. How can this be true? Imagine this kind of organization. They will be very democratic and they won't be based on caste. So the society's membership was restricted to that will not be right here. So let's move on to the third one. It rejected the use of rationalist ideology, referring to base its social reforms on traditional mystical teaching. This is also wrong. Rationalist, every progressive society or organization like Satyasodak Samaj or the Rajaram Mohan Roy's some Samaj or some organization is there. So that all preferred rational ideology and rational thinking. It won't stick to the traditional or mystical teachings. It won't stick to that. So the correct option will be only one by analyzing the statements. We have no idea regarding Satyasodak Samaj, its founder or anything, but we are answering it with pure logic. Moving on to the second question, let's read it. Consider the following statements regarding the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC. So which of the above statements 1, 2, 3 are correct? So here the options are a bit easy. Let's analyze the option. The 1 repeats 3 times, 2 repeats 3 times and 3 also repeats 3 times. Okay. So every statement has equal weightage. So we have to be careful. It is a first statement. It is a constitutional body established to. It is not a constitutional body. Here itself it went wrong. It is a constitutional body. So we can eliminate one and come up with the answer 2 and 3 only. Okay, they are asking which of the above are correct. So it is a constitutional body established to act as a watchdog for human rights in India. Second statement, the commission has the power to inquire into human rights violations and its own initiative without a formal complaint. This is right. Its mandate includes visiting prisons to study the living conditions of inmates and making recommendations to the government. Maybe, but the first statement itself, we got the answer. That's the beauty of this kind of options. The 1 only, 2 only, all the 3, these options are a bit difficult. Moving on to the third question. With reference to Khanij Videsh India Limited, consider the following statements. There are 3 statements again. They are asking which of the statements are correct, not the point. And the options are made difficult. Only 1, only 2, all the 3 and none. Okay. So let's analyze the statement. Khanij Videsh India Limited. It is a private sector joint venture aimed at reducing India's dependence on foreign mineral imports. Okay, so mineral is mentioned here. Khanij is mentioned here. So Khanij means some ore mining centers. So the mineral should be mined. So to reduce the dependence on foreign minerals, it is a joint venture. It's a private sector joint venture aimed at reducing India's dependence. Whether it is private sector, we don't know. Let's move on to the next one. The company focuses on acquisition of minerals like lithium and cobalt in overseas territories. Overseas territory, That's the doubt here. Can we look for minerals in overseas territory? No. Especially lithium and cobalt. I think we don't have that, right? So moving on to the third statement, Kabil functions under the administrative control of Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Whenever ministry comes, we will take that as wrong. Some other ministry will be there. Ministry of Mining may be there. So the third and second statement must be wrong. It is a private sector joint venture. This is the doubt here, aimed at reducing India's dependence on foreign mineral imports. This one looks okay, reducing India's dependence on foreign mineral imports, but this one, the private sector joint venture. So for the time being, we will take it as right. Private sector is finding more roles in the government responsibilities and government missions. So we will take A as the answer. So the fourth question, there is two statements and we have to check which of the following is correct in respect of the above statements. And reading the options, we come to know that both statement 1, 2 are correct and 2 explains 1. Both statements 1, 2 are again correct, but 2 does not explain 1. 1 is correct, 2 is incorrect, 1 is incorrect, 2 is correct. So we can note that any of the two statement is right here anyway. Both are not wrong. So reading the first statement, Mahatma Jyotirao Phule dedicated his work Gulamgiri to the American movement to abolish slavery. This is right. So the D option we can eliminate. And Phule sought to establish a conceptual link between the condition of lower caste in India and the enslavement of African Americans in the United States. So there is a conceptual link he must have tried, because India's caste system is kind of a hidden slavery or invisible slavery. And he compared it with the slavery of Africa and United States. That is, Africans being the slaves of United States white people. So there is a chance that he should interpret it that way. He's a scholar, so he should interpret that way. But whether statement 2 explains statement 1, yes, he compared this way. That's why he dedicated his work Gulamgiri to American movement to abolish slavery. So I think A is the answer here. Consider the following statements regarding fifth question. Regarding National Human Rights Commission, again NHRC comes to picture. There are 3 statements and they are asking which of them are correct. You have to always note this point. Otherwise your knowledge, everything will go waste. Okay, which of them are correct? But the options here are again difficult. Only 1, only 2, all the 3 and none. So we have to thoroughly analyze the 3 statements now. So the first statement is NHRC can intervene in any legal proceeding involving the allegation of human rights violations pending before a court. Any legal proceeding is a doubtful situation here because it is an extreme statement. So leave it, we will come to that later. Second statement we will read now. The Commission has the authority to examine factors such as acts of terrorism that inhibit the enjoyment of human rights. Is it? Yes. Examine. I have seen this in a movie. That's why I have no knowledge by reading it, but I have seen in some movie that the Human Rights Commission, one girl is coming and interfering. So I think second statement is right. NHRC has the power to punish government officials found guilty of no power to punish, because NHRC is explained as a toothless tiger. That is, it is a tiger. It has that majestic royalty and everything, but it cannot bite, it cannot kill a prey. So it doesn't have the power to punish the government officials found guilty of human rights violation through its own judicial wing. It cannot. So statement 3 is anyway wrong. Statement 2 can be right only because of the movie knowledge, not from the textbook knowledge. So the first one, NHRC can intervene in any legal proceeding. This is the only doubt here. Any legal proceeding involving allegations of human rights violations pending before a court. See, any legal proceeding they are mentioned, it is an extreme statement, but it involves allegations of human rights violation. So this can be right. This is, although this is extreme, the specific case has been mentioned here that is involving human rights violation. See, due to this, a specific topic is given. That's why any legal proceeding involving human rights violation. Other than that, it cannot intervene. So this can be right. Statement 1 can be right. Statement 2, yeah, we are taking it 50-50, but we are taking it as right. And 3 is anyway, it is wrong. So we will take B as the answer. Only 2 of the above statements are correct here. Okay, this was our last question. We will analyze 5 questions every day. So we will stop the quiz to here. Let's finish the quiz, and yes, I think we have made 4 out of 5 correct. That's right, 4 out of 5 correct. The guess has gone great. The logic has gone great. So let's analyze the answers now. So Satyasodak Samaj, we don't know much about that. Still, we made it right. Why? So Brahmanical dominance, almost all such organizations were against Brahmanical dominance, including Rajaram Mohan Roy, who started it first. And the society's membership was restricted. This came to be the extreme one. Restricted to Shudra and Dalit, they won't do that. They are very democratic. It rejected the use of rational ideology. They were always based on rational ideology. They were always against traditional mystic teachings. So here, crystal clear, we have eliminated 2 and 3, and only 1 is the right answer. So in the second statement, here itself was a clue. It is a constitutional body, NHRC. It is not a constitutional body. This is from the textbook knowledge. So we eliminated option 1. That's why we straightly marked option D as the answer. Easy. So third statement, what happened here? We marked private, this one is correct. We marked 2 and 3 as incorrect. So what is the correct answer here? Only 2. So 2 is correct, 3 is incorrect, but 1 is also correct. So our first analysis was right. That is, statement 1 is correct. Private sector is finding more roles in the government related responsibilities. That's okay. The company focused on acquisition of minerals like lithium in overseas. This was our doubt. Overseas territory, can we go there and just mine? That was my doubt. So yes, it is correct. All right, that's okay. Overseas territory, we didn't think about this one. We didn't think about treaties or alliances. We simply thought that India, without any treaty, without any MOUs, they are going there and mining. So that was a bad thought, bad logic applied from our side. We should have thought about some treaties. So bad luck. So third one, ministry. I told you, always ministry will be a wrong one in UPSC. Not always, but almost 80% of the time. So 3 is incorrect. Let us check the ministry. See, Ministry of Mines. I told you. So the fourth question, we know this Jyotirao Phule, he dedicated Gulamgiri to American movement abolishing slavery. So second statement, we were not sure, but India has caste system, and at the same time, contemporary event has taken place, that is African slavery and American dominance. So a scholar like Phule must have compared these two and written a book. So these two statements are justifiable. That's why we mark first statement as the answer here. Okay, now you can search the details here and just move on, read and move on. The fifth question, NHRC. Here we have a doubt in this extreme statement, but since an extreme statement is followed by a specific statement, that is involving allegations of human rights, in that, if a human rights violation is alleged, in that case the NHRC can intervene. That's a justifiable statement. And commission has authority to examine factors such as terrorism and enjoyment of human rights. This movie knowledge, second one. So NHRC has a power to punish. We know this as a toothless tiger, so it cannot be having the power to punish anyone. So that is the logic here. We have made 4 out of 5 correct. So today you have seen that not only the textbook knowledge comes to our rescue, also some movie. It doesn't mean that you have to go and watch movies now. You can select movie and watch it. One day, one movie is not a problem. So watch quality movies. You can have clues from there also, and keep up with your studies and apply logic. Always have concentration and always concentrate on the question what they are asking. Mark the keywords specific to that keywords, search for the answer. You will definitely find the answer as right, and you will definitely pass the prelims if you go on like this. Thank you, students. Today's class is over. See you tomorrow.